Okay, so I got another video I want to respond to, I guess. I haven't seen this one yet. It's from Jordan Peterson. Why not just be child-free and happy? Let's see what he has to say. I had some fun with the last videos I've responded to, so I figured this might be kind of fun. Got off of work, figured fuck it, why not? Here we go.
Trouble would you want there not to be?
And did we miss part of it? Hold up.
How much trouble would you want there not to be?
0. I don't want any trouble.
It's a weird question, right? Because you want to have something to contend with. You want to have something that forces from you the best that you have. And so you have to have real problems, something like that. Would you
I've got plenty of those. I'm sure everyone does. I'm not looking for more.
dispense with all your real, you could just lay down on a bed and have pablum infused into your mouth, if all your problems were solved. And so maybe you want
If only, but that's definitely not the case on this planet.
difficult problems that you can solve, something like that, because there's some, I don't know what it is about it. There's the overcoming and the growth that comes along with that. There's something about the nobility of the enterprise. You certainly see that when you go about having children, for example.
I don't. I don't see the nobility of having children. Please explain.
Which is, the psychological literature is quite clear. If you do moment-to-moment comparisons of people who have kids and people who don't have kids, the people who don't have kids are happier. And so,
Gee, I wonder why. They're not constantly stressing about somebody else they, dragged out of nothing to come over here. Worried about what's happening with them or having to take care of them or any of that sort of shit. They have less stress in their lives. They didn't burden somebody else with it either.
psychologists who tend to get things wrong even when they make intelligent discoveries like that
Kind of like you.
one, immediately, some of them jump to the conclusion that because happiness is the goal, that, well, there's something about children that, make you unhappy and that's not good. It's like, well, wait a second. Maybe that's the wrong metric. It's like,
What are we looking for here then?
of course you're less happy once you have children because you have to worry about them. My neighbor down the street,
Yeah, well, glad we covered that. I just said that, but I'm glad you noticed it too.
a very smart woman, said to me once, you can only be as happy as your unhappiest child. And which I thought was really good, that's really smart. But then it isn't, well, if having children doesn't make you happy, the answer isn't don't have children. It's like, don't be so stupid about being.
Then what is the answer then? To make yourself more miserable in an already miserable situation? Let's make it worse. That's your answer? And let's bring other people into it too. People who weren't here before. Let's make them feel the same thing. Let's keep this chain of suffering going forever.
Happy, that's the answer. It's because there's a nobility in the pursuit, right? And of course now,
A nobility in the pursuit, like what? Are you going to get to it? I know this is bite-sized philosophy and it's like 4 minutes and 12 seconds long, but we're getting close to the halfway mark and I'm waiting for it. Wait for the punchline. Why not just be child-free and happy? Why not?
you're responsible. You have a new baby, you think, especially if you're a new parent, you think, what the hell is this? And what am I going to do with it? It's like, and
Any reasonable parent would think that, yes. If it was me, I'd be thinking, what the hell did I do? Why did I do this to someone else? My own children, no less.
then you're done for the rest of your life. You never sleep properly again because you're going to be worried about this creature that you have to take care of. But like what?
Well, yeah, because guarantees suck, and at a certain point you kind of realize that. You realize you're not going to be here forever. You realize that a lot of your hopes and dreams are retarded. You realize that you're kind of just stuck working a fucking job that you fucking hate just to pay the bills. You realize that you're slowly decaying and on your way out. It only gets worse from here at a certain point. And you dragged another person into this hopeless situation. Great.
What the hell good are you if you're not doing that or something else equally difficult? Because you just have.
What the hell good are you? Telling people this kind of shit. How is this any sort of philosophy? Oh, just find hard shit to do. Okay.
haven't been called out yet unless you take on a responsibility like that. The idea...
The responsibility of imposing life on somebody. Okay, something equivalent to that? I don't know. I don't know what other responsibility that would be like that, I guess. Like leading a country or something, or... I don't know. There's other things you could probably do to get that similar thing other than fucking foisting that burden onto someone else. You're going to be looking for the same answers. You're going to get these trite answers. These horseshit answers.
That life is, that happiness is the purpose of life. It's like great for happiness, man. If it comes along, you should be thrilled that it's visiting you. But
Yeah, it doesn't last long. You know it. I know it. You're old enough to know better.
Notion that's what you should pursue. That's the weakest possible notion. First of all, as soon as something terrible happens to you, you're done. It's like,
well, it could be the one terrible thing that happens to you could mean that you're done anyways. Okay, like a car accident or something, or an industrial accident, something to that effect. Yeah, it could mean you're done anyways. Chasing happiness is just retarded. Don't waste your time. Chase, like I said before, chase your needs. Go after them. Be a lot happier without really meaning to be, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know how you chase happiness. How do you fucking do that?
Life is to be happy. It's like, well, now you have cancer. So how's that? How's the
well, fuck. It sounds horrible.
Happiness thing working out for you now? Or maybe it's not you, maybe it's your father that has...
What the fuck was it clapping for? Oh yeah, you got cancer. Yeah, life is gonna throw some shitty curveballs your way. Duh. Why do that to someone else?
Alzheimer's disease or some damn thing. And, it's like it's a rare person that doesn't have some catastrophe one person away from them. So,
fuck, I think that'd be extremely rare. I've yet to hear of one.
Like life is to be happy. That's not right. And we can at least derive that from these stories. That isn't what they say at all. God...
Life is just to be used as a tool and then thrown away, usually. That's pretty much a summation of it. You're born, if you're an idiot, you reproduce, you suffer and die after your usefulness is fulfilled for life.
God's perfectly happy in this story is to grant the people with whom he forms a covenant happiness and prosperity, but there's never a word that that's the purpose. The rule is aim high and get your bloody act together. That's the rule. And this...
Man, I wish you would take your own advice.
Establish this contractual covenant with the ultimate ideal, and that will see you through the catastrophes. And that's a much more mature way of looking at life, as far as I'm concerned, because all you have to do is have your eyes half open, and you see that the fundamental reality of life is tragedy and suffering.
Yeah, so why are you advocating for having kids? I don't get it. I don't understand. The fact that us here listening have to deal with that, yeah, sure, whatever. Get your shit together, whatever. Realize that that's coming for you, but to voice that onto someone else is a whole other thing. When you know better.
That's inescapable. The question, that doesn't...
Oh, it's inescapable in the sense that once you're here, you're not escaping those things. Suffering and tragedy are guaranteed to you. Alright? So why would you burden someone else with this? Don't you have enough problems of your own? You gotta make more? Just so you can feel responsible? So you feel like you have some sort of bullshit meaning with your life? There is no meaning.
Mean that it makes life unbearable, or that it makes being something that shouldn't have existed. Right?
That's debatable. But we got like 40-something seconds left, and I want to hear what you have to say.
That isn't what it means. But it means that you have to contend with it, and you have to get ready. And the willingness to adopt responsibility for yourself and for others is the precondition.
And by others, you mean by forcing someone else to have to accept that kind of responsibility, is what you're trying to say. By making someone else, who is a baby at one point, is going to grow up into someone like you spouting bullshit. Jesus Christ. It's like you're like right there, but you don't get it.
For that, and then maybe if you do that properly, then now and then you get some happiness. You know, you can sit at the end of a day and you have half an hour where your conscience is clear and there's nothing that you need to be doing, and you can relax and think, you know, that's all right, things are okay. And
yeah, having to do mundane bullshit all day just to make ends meet. Yeah, it's wow, I'm glad to get at least an hour to myself every now and again. It's great. Totally not worth bringing another person here for, though.
thank God for that. And that's maybe where you get your happiness. So
yeah, I guess that's maybe where you get your happiness.
yeah, that's something. That's growing up, man, obviously.
Yeah, growing up is just putting your blinders on, seeing these things, but just saying, nope, not going to happen to my kid. I'm just going to do it anyways. I'm just going to foist that burden onto someone else. Fuck.
And to not know that, and to not be taught that. Like, everyone should be taught that. It's so obvious.
If everyone was taught that, I think the population would be even in more of a decline than it is now. So maybe we should. Maybe we should teach them that, yeah, you're guaranteed tragedy, suffering, death, misery, and toil here. So do you want to do that to somebody else? Are you that much of a psychopath that you got to do that to someone else? Your own kids, no less? I mean, there was no fucking thing here. Why not just be child-free and happy? Where did that come in? No, have a child and be miserable for two people. Like, yeah, I agree that chasing happiness is not really it should be something you focus on in your life. That's stupid. You're never going to really get it. You're never really totally satisfied here. And as far as finding burdens and shit, that life's going to give them to you anyways. You don't have to go looking too far, honestly. Same with tragedy and suffering and all that. You don't have to look very far. You'll find it. So acting like these things are just like out of reach for people or something like that, it's just horseshit. Acting like that you just need to do these things. You're going to have to do these things at some point. It's best to knuckle up now and just get it over with. Just deal with your shit. And I'll look through some of these comments real quick. Somebody named Leona Braun. Still not having kids. Nope. And somebody jokingly comments, want to get together sometime and not make babies? Yeah, okay. And somebody, of course, talks about the economy. Good, I just hope Social Security and welfare implodes. Why do my kids have to fund you? People like you need to work till you're dead. Why the fuck should we? Because you're a fucking idiot and you throw more people in here? We should subsidize your life. I mean, I could go on, but you get the picture. Yeah, there was really nothing here. Just the same old shit we already know. Oh, he actually has another video Jordan Peterson does. Is it right to bring a baby into this terrible world? And I think I'll save that for later. But for now, that's that. From Bite Size Philosophy. Jordan Peterson, why not just be child-free and happy? It's stupid as fuck. Just don't even waste your time watching it. Anyways, thanks for listening. Have a good one.